Yo, what up, people? It's your buddy Philko here, putting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. Hopefully, I'm not blocking the sound part, because when I block the sound part, you can't really hear me. But yeah, man, chilling. Everything's good. I want to make a quick business inspirational video here for business inspiration. Now, this applies to anyone, even if you have a job. You know what I mean? You could hustle and make some money on the side. And I'll give you some examples of some hustles that I missed out on because I felt the reward wouldn't have been big enough, and plus I had other things going. And it's this simple to make money. Look, when I was in New York, an issue of the New Yorker came out, and it was in Russian. The title. I have the fucking magazine right here. Now, you could get this certain places. Let's say $10, right? For example, $10. I think it's like $8 if you have a subscription. But let's say you get them for like $10. Do you know how much more money those magazines are worth here? You can easily get those off if you sell them online, or just sell them, not just online, but sell them online at a local, like, not website, but like a local page. You know what I mean? It's like Novosibirsk, Avito is out here. So in America, we have like Craigslist, where you can sell shit and get apartments. Here we have Avito. You put up on the Avito website, Novosibirsk, and you can say you have these. You could get them all for like $30 a pop. So imagine if you bought like 200 of those, came out and sold them all. You'd be making a profit. Easy. You know what I mean? Another thing, out there in America, there's a lot of places where you could buy football equipment. And out here, a lot of people want to buy football equipment because they're trying to start football teams, whatever the fuck. Now, what's funny is, what they don't realize, a lot of them don't realize, is that everything that you can get in America, you could buy it from here in Russia. You just gotta get it in bulk. They don't understand that. They keep trying to buy cheap equipment on an individual level. So they're trying to buy like 2 pairs of 2 helmets or 3 shoulder pads, and they keep doing that and doing that. What they don't realize is that they're spending a lot of money doing it that way, especially with shipping these items separately every time. You know, and I try to explain that to them. They just don't get it. You know what I mean? So if you know anything about football equipment, out here in Novosibirsk, you can hustle. You can get a good money off that, because I got contacts to the shipping companies and stuff out there in New York while I was there. So the best thing to do with that kind of business, if you want to start a football team, is go to any of those websites like Riddle. I don't even know how to say it. Riddle, whatever. All American Football, whatever. Call them. Don't just order online. Call them. That's what I did. I called all of them, and all the workers there who answered the phone told me I could get a special deal if I order in bulk. Now, they don't deal with shipping to Russia. So I got the deals with the guys and their phone numbers. Then, of course, I contacted shipping companies who were willing to ship to Russia. And so if you get it in bulk, it's cheaper. And you get it all shipped at once, it's cheaper. It's very similar to like my boy JC, he's a black American. He lives in Tumen. He shipped his car from Michigan? Somewhere in America. He's from somewhere. I don't think it's Michigan. I forgot where he's from. Sorry. It's somewhere where no rappers are from, so I don't know exactly. He got it shipped from there all the way to the middle of Russia. You know what I mean? So it's like when you ship things all together at once, it's cheaper than shipping them all individually. And plus, when you buy them in bulk like that, you're likely to even have extra. So when you get new teammates, they can pay you to use that equipment. And at the end, you'll actually be making money. But people don't understand that. They always look for the cheapest and the easiest way, blah, 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 blah. When at the end, it's not the cheapest. It looks the cheapest. But when you do the math and incur time, you see that you're spending more money than what you could be doing if you did it in bulk, by spending more money at the time. But as time goes on, you notice you're spending less money, plus you'll be making money back when you get more people to join your team. But people don't have the business savvy out here with that as I do. They look at it as just a sport, it's just fun. But if you're trying to save money, look at it as a business. Be smart about it. You know what I mean? Be smart about it. Don't always think of right now. Like, I want to spend a little bit of money right now. Don't always look at it as right now. Let's plan out a year, 2 years. We spend like 100,000 rubles right now. Sure, between all of us, that's a lot of money. Fine, we're missing out on money. But let's do the math. When new people come and join, we charge this and that, we all play together, blah, blah, blah. Within 2 years, we're bound to get like 400,000 back. Oh, well, let's say 1 year. Just an example. So a lot of times in business, and I'm no master, this is just what I'm noticing. People just keep thinking of the now and they don't plan. They don't plan for the future. You gotta plan. And usually when you start any business, you start in the red, bro. You start in the red. You're gonna lose money first. You gotta flip your money. You gotta put that money out there, get that money back, then put that money back out there on the street. You gotta put that money on the street. If you don't have money on the street right now, you're not a hustler. If you don't have money on the street right now, you're not a hustler. Do I have money on the street right now? Yes. I just gave an advance to my newest model, the Sweet Rock Star. Now, I don't know if you guys watch my other channel, but I started working with her February 25th, the first day I made a video about her. She had 1,000 followers, and she had her page for years. So February 25th, she had 1,000 followers, and she had her page for years. I spoke to her, we made an oral agreement, whatever. I hit her up with the advance. I still didn't get it back yet, I'll get it back next month. I hit her up with advance, like, this is for you. About 3 weeks later, today is March 19th, almost 4. Guess how many followers she has on her page? 22,000. 22,000 followers in only 3 weeks. She's had her page for years, bro. She had her page for years. Go look at her page. Her link will be in the description. This is what I mean by me putting money on the street. Go look at her page right now. You don't have to look at me. Go to like her old post and you will see how long she had. Let me do this live. I don't have to bullshit anyone. Let me do this live. Since I'm here, let me do this shit live. Example of putting money on the street. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yes, ma'am. Let me see. I'm gonna go check right now. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to her old post. I'm going to her oldest post because I don't want to bullshit nobody and shit. Feel me? Damn, it's going far back. Okay, so the oldest post she has was up there May 31st, 2014. And wow, shit's nice. 2014. May 2014. So from May 2014 all the way until February 2017, the maximum amount of followers she got was 1,000. Maybe 1,200. I put that money on the street. We make an agreement. 22,000 followers in total in 3 weeks. That's an example of putting money on the street. Now, this project I got going with her is working so well because she works like I do. She's like me. She doesn't waste time. She posts and make things every day. Just like the Annie Angel. I give that to the Annie Angel too. She hustles her ass off. She's too nice though, but she hustles her ass off. This girl isn't nice. She may be nice with me or whatever, but she's not nice to people. She's more realistic with things. You know, she's like, hey, you want this, you want that, you gotta do this. I'm a mom, blah, blah, blah. If you support me, I support you. That's her thing. I like that shit. You know, she's not gonna sit there talk to you all day to make you feel better. Like, this is a business, motherfucker. You wanna chat with me, you're gonna have to do this because I got kids to take care of. And I respect that shit all the way. And she bad. She's good looking. She knows how to make videos. She's learning how to take pictures. Her pictures are all right. I gotta maybe give her some tips or hire a professional photographer to get some pictures of her in Spain, because that's where she lives. I might go visit her soon because I got money and I just want to travel a little bit more. And might hire a professional photographer or give her another advance and have her use that money to get a professional photographer or something like that. Or we just split the cost, you know? But that's an example of putting money on the street, you know what I mean? That's an example. So if I didn't give that advance, she probably wouldn't have done this. Now with the money I gave her, I guarantee you I'm gonna flip that money at least 20 times within 3 months. At least 20 times the amount within 3 months. So let's say I gave her $1. Let's say I gave her $1 advance. I'm like, all right, you work with me, here's $1 advance, we set things up. I honestly expect, doing the math, well, I just told you what I expect, but let's just say I gave her $1 and within 3 months, whatever, I make like $300. If it hadn't been for that $1, I wouldn't have had that $300 because I used that $1 and I flipped it, as an example. You know what I mean? So when you have a job, you don't have to spend that $1. You just sit there, and I'm not complaining about jobs, I'm just explaining the difference. When you have a job, you just, you know, you do what they tell you to do and they give you dollars. But at any moment in which you don't do what you're supposed to do, or you don't do what they say you're out of here, then your dollars stop. With our business, even if she doesn't work anymore, even if I stop making videos about her, the dollars will slow down, but the dollars will keep coming forever. They will keep coming. That's typically the biggest difference between having a job and a business. Because even when you stop with your business, well, depending on the business, I'm sure there's some businesses out there that you can't keep making money off of if you stop. When it comes to this internet business, the money keeps coming. Because unlike like selling pillows or selling chairs, there's nothing really physical. You're not selling anything physical. And you could duplicate it 1 billion times as long as you have enough space on your computer. You know what I mean? You're selling things that are actually, in a way, not even fucking real. And you're making money as if you're selling real shit. It's crazy, like real material. You know, you're not. So that's what I like about internet businesses, is that you're selling shit that you can infinitely copy and keep selling. Not like a CD or DVD. That shit is beautiful. And you can keep doing that shit, in the long run for a long time. So hopefully my videos when I talk about business stuff will inspire somebody to think of a new business and start doing something creative, and it changes their life. You know what I mean? Like when I first started YouTube, it changed my life, and I end up in Russia touring the country, blah, blah, blah. I just hope I'm able to inspire somebody. Well, fuck just inspiring. I've inspired and I've helped a lot of people become popular, a lot. I get to that a lot, and I'm doing it again right now. Another right here, sweet rock star. I guarantee you, come on, this girl went from 1,000, 3 years of having the page, went up 21,000 in 3 weeks. Do the math, people. And she's getting subscribers faster and faster. Do the math. This girl is going to have her shit lined up. Her DMs are going to be lined up with celebrities within a year. She could easily be the next Love Randall. She's doing it big. You know what I mean? I tell people this all the time. If you fuck with me in business, you got nowhere to go up. Nowhere to go but up. Nowhere to go but up. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter. Curvy Christina, even O'Shea. Even though we went through our little business, well, we went through some business, some beef shit. Even though we went through that in the past, we still talk to each other to this day. He still thanks me to this day for what I did helping him come up. You fuck with me, you will go up. You will go up, period. But I got to see you as being worth it. You got to be worth it. You got to be determined. You know, you got to have a head on your shoulders. You know what I mean? You got to have good ideas. I don't like bullshit ideas. I mean, well, look, if you give a bullshit idea, I appreciate the idea. But if it's not even worth a response, I'm not going to respond to it. So sometimes people write me ideas and shit through email. Most of the time I don't respond to most of the bullshit. But once in a while, I'll do something. But people got me twisted, because sometimes people offer me these deals like, hey, you can advertise my shirts and I give you a percentage on what the shirts sell. Get the fuck out of here. First of all, I'm not doing nothing unless I get money first. So don't waste your time with I'll give you a percentage. Get the fuck out of here. I don't work for nobody. Doing that sounds like I work for you. And I don't work for nobody. That's one. Two, I don't trust nobody to say, oh yeah, we sold 10 shirts, that's it, so I get 30% of those 10 shirts? Excellent. How do I know you didn't sell 20? You know what I mean? You could have sold some back door. So fuck that. I ain't doing that shit. And I ain't going to wait for you and depend on you to pay me. Get the fuck out of here. I don't do those things. That's not me. Maybe I'm not a boss, but I'm not a worker. You know what I mean? I have business partners. I don't have workers. I have business partners. Sweet Rockstar, she's a great business partner. And I really, really believe if she keeps going this way, she could be a millionaire within 2 years, because once she hits 100,000, the first thing I'm gonna do is start hitting up rappers, and I have some contact with rappers thanks to other models I've worked with. And I'm like, look, this girl, right now she's getting like 60,000 views on her videos, and she only has 22,000 followers. I'm like, look, right now she has 100,000 followers. She gets millions of views on her videos on Instagram. You can hit us up with some bread. We'll play your song in her next twerk video. And then we'll start making money that way. You know what I mean? Then, when she gets even more, goes to the millions, then we can start making deals with big companies. You know, especially companies that deal with plus size models, as you call them. Make sure I have time. That deal with plus size models. And also, I want to fuck with All Good Things Network. I'm gonna try to get her on the All Good Things Network when she gets a little bigger. Now, I want you guys to listen to the shit I'm saying now, because this is still early in her career. She didn't get anywhere, but I want to show you guys that I know what I'm doing in this business. So right now, as I'm making this video, and I'll never forget this video, Sweet Rockstar is at 22.5 thousand, and she went up 21,000 in 3 weeks, and no one really knows her yet. You know what I mean? Her whole Instagram career is right here. Me and her working together, all of it. You know what I mean? And she's not really known now, but watch when she gets big, and if any of these things that I'm saying now start happening, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So that's why I'm making this video. You feel me? So fuck with me, you know I got it. I can help you come up. If you got good ideas and you know you're willing to work hard and you're willing to flip, you got to be willing to flip. If you want to have a business, you have to be willing to flip. You have to be willing to flip. If you're not willing to flip, you're wasting your time. You know what I mean? There's times I look at my bank account and I don't look at it as it is. I look at it plus the money on the street. So let's say I have $5,000 in my bank account. I'm like, all right, how much money do I have on the street right now? $4,000. So I'm kind of at $9,000. But it's actually more because that money I'm flipping is going to come back more, maybe double to triple. You understand? So you put that money on the street, man. You have a good idea, a good business sense. You get that money back tenfold. You feel me? So watch me, Miekos. I'm out. Later.